Welcome back. It's time for a magical Monday video, and that means fantasy. I love talking fantasy, and this is Shakespeare September, so I realized I could get one more Shakespearean play in for hashtag Shaketember by talking about Shakespeare's fantasy play, The Tempest. Not only do I love this play in general, but I specifically really enjoy the film adaptation that has Helen Mirren starring as a female version of Prospero, the character who is considered the protagonist of the play. So in that case, I suppose Prospero is really Prospera, but I thought they did a great job. They worked around the fact that Prospero was a woman instead of a man, but it made the relationship with Ariel, the spirit servant, all the more interesting, because it seemed as if Ariel yearned not only for freedom and for respect and acceptance, but also for love. And there seemed to be perhaps even a little bit of attraction there, the way that they played it out in a couple of the scenes on the screen. So I really do applaud them for doing something different with that film adaptation and making it work. Because at the end of the day, that is one of those characters in fiction that it doesn't really matter whether it's a man or a woman playing the role, you can get the same sort of idea from it. And since the backstory of the play has Caliban's mother, Sycorax, as a female empowerment character, a figure that represents a strong feminist spirit, I think it makes sense to include a strong female role in the play, because that character isn't really in the play, just in the backstory and in references. It worked very well. For those of you who don't know, this is a fantasy story about a wizard with a daughter living on an island. There's also a monstrous creature living on the island named Caliban. And if you've been keeping up with science fiction in literature, then you should be familiar with the name Caliban, because it's a reference in The Expanse. The series of novels and the TV series, they use Leviathan and Caliban and other references. So I think that that is very nice. If you like The Expanse, but you don't know the actual Shakespearean play with the Tempest and how the character of Caliban is used, then I would highly recommend that you check out the play. But also I think people who are fans of fantasy should really enjoy this play because of the fact that it's the story of a wizard using elemental magic. The idea of a tempest, a storm that is created by magical powers, and that kind of air spirit servant Ariel, who is also able to use these elemental powers. There's a lot of fun. The story behind the play is that this character of Prospero, basically a banished duke who has been stuck on this island with his daughter, or in the Helen Mirren version, her daughter, and basically wants vengeance and has a chance when there's a ship at sea to cause a shipwreck to happen and cause those characters to end up on the island. This story is viewed by many people as one of Shakespeare's comedies. I personally, I get that a lot of people laugh at it. It's got the funny parts, it's got the humorous characters, the kind of clown characters that are added in, but I am much more interested in the fantasy elements when I read or watch this play, because I like the elemental magic and the wizards and all of the stuff happening with that. So yes, it does have the comedic elements, and some people I know are there for the comedy, but I really like the character of Prospero. And not only with Caliban, but also with Prospero, you get a lot of references in other literature and media, TV shows and movies over the years. Even fantasy back from the 1960s, like John Belair's The Face in the Frost, included a wizard named Prospero as a reference to this story. So it's been happening for a long time. But I think it's exciting. So if you're interested in Shakespeare in general, if you're interested in fantasy, if you like stories with wizards or with elemental magic, this is a play for you. This is something for you to take in, be entertained by, and enjoy, I think. Alright, that's it for today's book talk, and it's probably my last Shaketember video, I guess until maybe next year. So, dare I say adieu to hashtag Shaketember. It's been a lot of fun. That's it for today's book talk. Every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.